What's up, y'all? This is Duana, aka Glamazon1026, and welcome back to the Glam Room. Thank you guys so much for joining today. If you're new, thank you for coming back. If you are an old friend. So today we are going to be using the Fenty Pro Filt'r Powder Foundation. I'm going to show you how I use it. I'm going to show you how to get a really nice face of makeup with it. I was a little bit scared when I picked it up because I haven't used powder foundation. Like, I never did that before. And so I didn't know, like, was I gonna put concealer on top, concealer on bottom? I've used it a couple of times, and so I came up with the ideal way for me to use it. So hopefully this will help some of you that are on the fence so that you guys can go out and purchase this as well. All right, so let's begin. All right, guys, here I am about to do my makeup. I'm gonna show you guys how I have been using the Fenty Pro Filt'r Powder Foundation. So I'm gonna prime my face like I usually do, which is using the Vegan Milk Moisturizer by Milk, then following that up with the Soothing Oil Primer by Nola Skin Essentials, and then the Hydro Grip Primer by Milk. So I'm gonna start off with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And this is in the shade Amande. This is almost it's definitely my perfect shade. So what I do before I use the Fenty is that I go in and spot check all, like, underneath my eyes. We want that to be gone. If we have any dark spots, we want those gone as well. And I'm just going to take a flat top brush and blend everything out. Well, not everything, just blend the concealer out. This way we have a nice even base for the powder foundation to go on. So now we are going to take up the Fenty Beauty powder foundation. And this is in the shade 390, which is my shade in the other two foundations that they have. It comes with its own little powder puff thing here, and I have used it. I'm not a fan of it. So I used a brush before, and I didn't like how it came out with the brush. Actually, where's that? What I did was, for like under my eyes and like in the crevices and stuff, I used this flat foundation brush and just kind of stuck it in there. So that we can make sure that there was getting foundation right there. Just like, you know, all the weird contours of your face. You want to make sure that that the foundation gets there. So that's what I have been doing. And I really liked using it like that. But today I'm going to try to use a sponge with it because it's kind of the same texture as the little powder puff they give you, but it's bigger and I just feel like it'll work better. So this is a little bit damp. This is my Mented Beauty sponge. Oh, I probably shouldn't have damped it. Oh, that's probably a bad idea. But I wanted it to be fluffy. Anyway, I wet it a long time ago, so it's not like dripping wet. What I'm gonna do is just, oh man, I shouldn't have wet this. Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay, so don't wet it. Or maybe it's not gonna be that bad once it dries. It's just turning dark, and I don't like that. I don't want, like, once it's finished, I don't want once it dries to have like a crust over it. So be careful about that. I should have tested this out before I came on camera and did this, but this was a brand new sponge, and I was like, you know, let me wet it. Let me wet it. So now I'm blending out some concealer on top, and it's blending out pretty well on top of the foundation, even though this is a cream and the foundation is a powder. This is a mixture of the Pat McGrath and the Fenty concealers. This looks really good. I mean, I know you can't see it now because, like, I'm not all blended out, but it looks pretty good. Time to set. Let's use the banana powder from Fenty. And we're gonna bronze with the Fenty Beauty bronzer. I'm gonna take the Rosé Latte blush from Fenty, and this is cream. Again, I'm gonna put it on my wet blender. All right, I'm going to be using the Rosé Rave Diamond Balm from Fenty as my highlighter. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so I'm going to finish up and meet you at the end. Let me give you some of my thoughts about the foundation. So if you're scared of powder foundation, do not be scared of powder foundation. It's really easy to use. I think it's just about finding the tool that works best for you. I really think I'm going to stick with that flat foundation brush. I think I get the best coverage and the best application with that flat brush. I think that a beauty blender or a beauty sponge would work as well. You just need to not wet it like I did. I feel like this is also going to be a really good tool for those of you who want some coverage but don't want to do like the whole makeup look. I think this is going to be perfect for every day. As far as transfer, I haven't really tested it yet. Actually, let me test that right now. And I didn't put any, what's it called, setting spray on over this. This is just... Can y'all see that? It's really, really light transfer. So I think this is gonna be really good for every day. Honestly, guys, I think that this is the perfect Fenty foundation for me, is the powder. I think that I would use this. I'll use this way more than if I used, than I would use the liquid foundation. This is also a really good foundation if you want to do the I'm beat, but I didn't put any effort into it. I've been doing that the past few times that I've used it. So I just literally put it on my face with the concealer underneath, and then I use a setting powder to brighten, and then put on my bronzer and blush and highlighter and some lip gloss and go out the door. Like, and it's really cute as well. And it looks really good too, and it works really well with cream products on top of it. I think Fenty really they outdid themselves with this. I like it a lot. So if you are wondering if you should go get this foundation, go out and get it. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the notification bell so that you can be a part of the Glam Fam and know exactly when I upload. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Glamazon1026, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.